For Complex News, I'm Hanuman Welch, and since it's the start of June, we thought now would be the perfect time to break down everything we know about Chance the Rapper's still untitled project, touching down at some point this July. Now, it's been 3 years since the groundbreaking release of Chance's coloring book, and ever since, the Chicago MC has remained active, releasing music when and how he sees fit. He's jumped on features alongside DJ Khaled, John Legend, Snake Hips, and most recently appeared on the Ed Sheeran collab Cross Me with P&B Rock. Now, in the summer of 2018, Chance dropped Wallacam, I Might Need Security, and then The Man Who Has Everything and My Own Thing featuring fellow Chicago native Joey Perp later on in November. Now, Chance most recently teased and then delivered Groceries featuring Tisa Korean and production by Murda Beats, accompanied with a challenge on the music app Triller, in which he buys the winner, you guessed it, groceries for a year. Now, with those releases out in the wild, there are still plenty of questions that need answering. So, here's everything we know about Chance the Rapper's upcoming new project. First up, Chance considers the upcoming new release his debut album. While fans might find it difficult to differentiate between a mixtape and an album, Chance has a very clear idea on how those two formats exist. Chano recently spoke to Beats One's Zane Lowe about his forthcoming album. I've been wanting to make an album for a long time, so the process has been just me being back in the studio all the time, just making 2 songs a day and trying to have fun. But at the same time, I understand that it's going to be more songs, more flexes, more dancing, just more. It's my album, so I feel like with the conflating of mixtapes and EPs and albums in the new digital age that we're in, there hasn't really been an album in a long time. This might be the first album ever. You know what I mean? Period. Chance also told Complex back in 2017 what his goal was with this next project. I have songs recorded, but I'm not working on a coloring book or working on an acid rap. I want to make something that's got a wider scope. 10 Day was all about getting suspended. Acid rap was a lot about acid. Coloring book was a lot about being a father and God. I think whatever this album is, it wouldn't be so centered. Acid rap and 10 Day and coloring book was like a trilogy in and itself. One aesthetic, one goal, whatever my next thing is, it'll be a bit bigger. Like maybe there'll be some type of visual component to it. Like it'll be a movie or a play or some type of tour, but something a little bit different than acid rap and 10 Day and coloring book. So with a broader scope of what to expect in terms of format, what about the album's themes or narrative? Considering how much has happened to Chance in the nearly 3 years since the release of Coloring Book, what can fans expect Chance to tackle on this new album? Again, telling Apple Music, Chance said the project will be a, quote, long play and very dancey.
Yeah, the whole album has been inspired by the day that I got married and how I was dancing that day. We had a reception with the legendary DJ Ferris, and we all danced our hearts out. It was the hardest I ever danced in my life, and I'm a great long-time dancer. So everything in it is, all the different styles of music that make me want to dance and remind me of that day and remind me of that night and all those people that were there.
So when can fans expect his upcoming album? Details have been lean, but Chance's debut album is set to arrive sometime in July, and he told fans it will not disappoint. Earlier this year, Chance took to Twitter and wrote, quote, "This is my first album, so it's really good. I got real famous, so I got a lot of eyes on me that wasn't fans of me. They're just fans of what's popular. My first album is for my fans. I'll always be immensely proud of what I did with Coloring Book. Same Drugs, Summer Friends, and Juke Jam are some of the realest songs I've ever written, so you don't have to defend Coloring Book to me. It happened, it made history, but I did it already. The album won't be acid rap either." So we've got a rough release date and an idea of what Chance will be tackling lyrically, but what about collaborators or producers? Chance hasn't revealed much about who he's been in the studio with, but last year he said that Kanye West was coming to Chicago to produce the entirety of his next project titled Good Ass Job. This still seems to be a separate project from Chance's debut July release, and Chance later seemed to distance himself from the idea that Kanye would be putting hands on his debut album. Chance delivered the Lil Yachty collab track Atlanta House Freestyle and linked with Daniel Caesar on hashtag First World Problems. But whether those tracks make it onto the July release still remains to be seen. Tell us what you're looking forward to most off of Chance's upcoming album. For everything else, subscribe to Complex on YouTube. For Complex News, I'm Hanuman Welch.